Jr. was the first person to discover the terrible and sad ways that black people were treated in his time. Why did his own vision gain virality? Because he sold a dream. He wasn't just saying, this is wrong, it must stop. He sold a vision of a kind of world where those atrocities don't exist. What will it look like? I have a dream that my children will not be treated based on the color of their skin, but on the content of their character. And they tell you they are not selling toothpaste, they are selling confidence. You know what they did? They put the purpose of the business first before the product. What I'm telling you, marketers use it. Some of them are not born again, but they've just discovered that every business built on purpose and put purpose before the product seems to do well. They discovered by observation, not by spiritual conviction. You need to know this by spiritual conviction. They don't even have the conviction. They are imitating, unbeknownst to them, biblical ideas. That if someone has been used to buying shoes of 15,000 and you want to sell your own 150, and it's like, come on, I know all the metaphors that Nigerians use. If I wear this, can I trek to heaven? If I wear this, can I? Does your shoe have escalator? What's wrong with you? Is there AC inside? Come on over here. And somebody who doesn't understand purpose will now start saying, buy from me now. Nobody has bought for, be my first customer. All those sentimental things. But someone has used purpose to sell to you, and you don't even, when I say it now, you will now remember. When they say, you think say shoe na shoe. When you wear this one, if you enter that office, nobody for your office, they wear this kind of shoe. So what they sell is a feeling. What they sell is the vision of how you see yourself and how their product will make you walk in the consciousness of it. All these people do it for carnal, selfish reasons. Are you getting what I'm saying? But all I'm telling you is this: even secular marketers have learned not to separate purpose from what they do. I don't want to recommend books that talk about this because, they're not necessarily doctrinal books. But it was in an entrepreneurial class in 2007, 2008 that this was discussed. We're discussing a company that makes printers. And everybody in that company was told, we are not selling printers. We are selling a vision. Are you listening to me? So how much more you, made in the image of God? You cannot separate what you do from who you are. Sometimes I'm teaching what will change your life. And I'm wondering, do they even get it? So 2 questions you must ask yourself. In what it is that you do, why do you do it? Why? You must know the answer, and the people you're trying to sell to must know the answer. And make no mistake, I'm not even teaching you on how to sell. I'm teaching you on purpose. But to let you know how pragmatic what I'm teaching you is, I'm letting you know that they are not necessarily different. Are you getting what I'm saying? So it starts at a foundational level by knowing my life is a business partnership that I have entered into with the Lord. Every single money I have, opportunity I get, it is Him giving me capital to execute His vision. And you might get away with not walking in this consciousness for so long until you finally cross the line. Are you getting what I'm saying? Until Saul is king, God tells him clearly, go into this war, do this. And Saul has a different idea. And God is saying, I don't understand. I gave you that chair you call a throne to sit on. If you didn't get here by your own wisdom, don't continue by your own ideas. You do what I asked you to. I put you there. See what the Lord told him through the prophets. 1 Samuel 15, verse 17. 1 Samuel 15, verse 17. It says, so Samuel said, when you were little in your own eyes, were you not the head of the tribes of Israel, and did not the Lord anoint you king of Israel? You were little in your own eyes. God gave you these opportunities, gave you this exposure, gave you all of this. Listen, have you heard this saying on the streets? To whom much is given, what? To whom much is given, much is expected. Listen, and somebody who is thinking from the standpoint of purpose, even if you've never had the sky open and heard a mighty voice from heaven talking to you about the specific reason He gave you whatever opportunities, you must conclude, I'm in the palace for such a time as this. Esther never heard from God, but she just knew. Listen, even beauty is capital God has given you. The whole book of Esther is built on a woman's beauty. Did the Bible tell you any skill that she had? Answer now. I'm telling you, nothing that you may call an advantage in your life is a waste. Nothing you may call an advantage came by chance. There's a reason. So imagine you became so intentional. There's a reason. Oh my God, I was hoarding this to teach you in December. Listen, if you are left-handed and not right-handed, there's a reason. There's literally a man in the Bible, okay? He was going to kill a wicked man. So when he went in to see the king, they searched him. But because most people are right-handed, where do you think they will search for his sword? They searched his left. That's how he entered. But because he was left-handed, his sword, the sheath of his sword was on the right. Even the hand you used to write is a pointer to your destiny. Judges 3:21. There is a reason your head is the way it is. There is a reason your nose is the way it is. There is a reason you use your left hand and not your right hand. There is a reason you were born into that home. There's a reason. There's a reason. Walk with a sense of purpose. Don't let God remind you, like He reminded Saul. And like He reminded David, the same thing He told David. 2 Samuel chapter 7 verse 8. 2 Samuel chapter 7 verse 8. God speaking through Nathan, it says, I took you from the sheepcotes, from following the sheep, to be ruler over my people. If you did not know that it was the Lord, understand it, it was the Lord. Listen, are you aware? Oh my God. Everybody read 2 Samuel 7:8, 1 to go. Now therefore, thus shall you say to my servant David, thus says the Lord of hosts, I took you from the sheepfold, from following the sheep, to be ruler over my people. Stop there. Now, if you're, come Pastor Bajo, If you are reading this text literally, you would expect that God literally took him, right? Took him by hand to the palace and said, sit. Is that what happened? So everything looked like an opportunity he was prepared for because he was gifted. He saw Goliath bragging. No one else could fight him. And, audacious, believe in yourself. Someone would have seen it from a self-motivation standpoint. Believe in yourself. If you can do it, you can do it. Ahu, ahu. He saw an opportunity. He took it. Different events led to him being king. From a divine perspective, God said, I took you. So listen, you thought that you just sat up, read for WAEC very well, got into school, read very hard, came out with a first class or a 2-1, and then you got that job. You think it's your wisdom, your strength, your whatever, your home, the kind of home and network that you have that gave you what you have. God says, I took you. Are you getting what I'm saying? There's a reason you have the job you have. Listen to me, thank you very much. And so, if you don't know and you don't know how to connect the dots, like the guy in Luke 12, you have a good job, you're making a lot of money, and now your barns are full. And God doesn't say nothing because he's not against prosperity, he's not against saving, he's not against all those things. But when that becomes the totality of your life ambition to just hoard, what is your goal in life? To be the richest man. Okay. Why not make your goal contribution? And if in the process you are the richest man, that's fine. Do you understand the difference? He said, I will pull down this barn and build a bigger one. God said, today your soul is you will give account for your soul. You did not know you are just a steward until it is time. The tax man of heaven, the heavens FRSC has come. FIRS has. Okay, exactly. Ask that what you said. I pay my tax. So ask come. Come on, are you getting what I'm saying? Now, today, you will give account for your soul. So, a man who is coming to God every day, singing 5 worship songs, listening to the sermon, and it does not translate on Monday, does not understand purpose at all. What has your knowledge of E equals MC squared done? What has your knowledge of theology built? How has it influenced the way you raise your children, you approach in that home? Some of you come to church, maybe even this church, and you still tweet like a thug. You are shaming yourself because now we have internet. People can watch your pastor and know, say, me, I did try. You are shaming yourself. Don't think you can ever shame me. You are Listen, Jesus had Judas. So, your life decision doesn't say anything about me. It does not. God is my witness. I teach you the word faithfully. You ask 2 people, siblings, grew up in the same house, eat the exact same food, the exact same life conditions, the exact same challenges and everything. One of them grows up to be quite successful. The other one grows up a drunkard, wayward, aimless in his ambitions and all of that. You ask the one who grew up wayward, why did your life turn out like this? He said, my dad was a deadbeat. We grew up literally as orphans. Nobody cared for us, gave us direction and all of that. No one ever paid for my school fees, and I just ended up this way. Legitimate reason. The other one, how come at a young age you became successful, so driven, so purposeful? He says, my dad was a deadbeat, beat me, was never present. All the same reasons the other sibling gave. He said, but I discovered early help was not coming from anywhere. So I picked up myself by my bootstraps and I worked harder than the average person, because someone else has an uncle somewhere, a cousin somewhere who can help. Help was not coming. So I had to work double, read more books. Are you getting what I'm saying? The same living conditions, opposite outcomes. Opposite outcomes. Because at the end of the day, you need to have a sense of accountability. I might not have everything I need, but there's a reason I have the small opportunities I have, and I will give account of all those. Are you getting what I'm saying? That's how to live a life of purpose. And my life choices must distinguish me from the people who don't share my convictions. Amen, somebody. I said all of that to say this. One of the greatest tragedies in life is not failure. It is aimlessness. Not to be able to live a life of purpose, not to have any compelling dream, not to be able to live as if you have a God to whom you will give accounts. You can be alive biologically, but asleep in purpose. The same way you pick your phone and alas, 2 hours is gone. What were you doing? You don't even remember what made you pick up your phone.